leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, prison blood, you can see it in my eyes. Up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, prison blood, you can see it in my eyes.
I was trying to stop the intro. Hold on. Okay. It should hopefully be showing me on the camera. Hopefully y'all can see me. Okay, give me a second. Trying to move this back a little bit. Okay. I got myself propped up on this. Y'all bear with me, because I'm using this this mobile version. Give me a second. Let me check these comments real quick. Y'all let me know, because I'm using my Bluetooth, so let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if it's straight. Let me know. Let me take a look at the comments right quick. Got my good brother Cody in the building. What's up, family? Good to see you. He said, oh my God, hold on, I gotta get this closer to see. Hold up. Oh my God, I just noticed not President Perv, I call him President, grab him by the pussy. Eating pizza, haha, totally get where you're going with that. And Pizzagate, great. Thank you, family. I was hoping somebody would catch it, catch on to the thumbnail. That's why I delayed. I originally had scheduled it for 1:45, then I decided to go ahead and edit that thumbnail. So appreciate it. Oh, hold on, now my damn phone's falling. Hold on. Okay, trying to prop this up on my little stand. We getting ready to get right into a good old roast. And let me see. I gotta pull it closer now. Hit the like button on the way in. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. Yeah, y'all make sure to hit that like button, cause see, I think I might have to pull one of these. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button. Share the video. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. And okay, you said it's good. Fantastic. I'm so glad you can hear it. And then give me 1 second, because yeah, I'm using a whole different browser right now, so takes a little bit to post the comments and things. So family, y'all make sure I'm gonna come back on camera. Y'all make sure to sign the petition. Thank you to all who have been signing it. Thank you everybody who's been sharing the petition. Make sure to sign my Stop YouTube Global Cyberbullying and Gang Stalking petition. And then, give me 1 second. All right, and y'all, again, make sure to hit the like on the way in. Make sure to hit the like button and share this video. And y'all make sure to follow me on Rumble, because that is where we're going to be doing our watch parties and all of the completely uncensored lives. Y'all do know that my channel is raw and uncensored, but unfortunately YouTube is not. So right now I am multi-streaming to YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, and Facebook, because again, I don't know what's up with Instagram. I think because I'm not on my laptop and I'm on the mobile version, it just seems like every time I set up the RTMP and the string key for Instagram and I hit go live, it doesn't actually go live. So Instagram will have to just get caught up. But y'all make sure to follow me on Rumble. Now, when you visit rumble.com, you're going to look up rumble.com/JustDShow. Make sure that you are subscribed to my Rumble channel and make sure that you hit follow, because a lot of people have like hit me up outside of Rumble saying I'm not getting notification. Well, if you're not a follower on my channel and if you haven't subscribed, you won't get the notification. That way you get the notification and you can join in the chat. So y'all make sure you follow me on there as well. And I want to thank everyone who has been supporting my channel. Shout out to all of the new DzPeeps. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. And I got to give a shout out to the new subscribers on my studio's YouTube channel, DnP Studios 1. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I noticed today when I was checking the studio for that channel that I have some new subscribers. So thank you, DzPeeps, for supporting on my studio channel. And for those that would like to bless my channel, bless me with your support, you can feel free to send your donations to my Cash App and Venmo. Venmo, I realized that the share link they gave me is the reason some people were having issues with, like even when Jalen was trying to do the psychic reading, that link that they have me to share doesn't, for whatever reason, actually go to my account. So that's why I put the tag on there. So for those who would like to support the channel with donations, feel free to send your donations to my Cash App or Venmo. Of course, Cash App is preferred, but Venmo will work as well. So thank you so much. And it's also scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well. And then let me drop the link for my studio's YouTube channel. Give me 1 second, because I am updating that channel with more content, and that actually is the channel that I'm using to promote all of my editing, my digital marketing, SEO analytics. All of my digital skill set is on this channel. So for those who have not, please visit my other YouTube channel at DnP Studios 1. Make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe on that channel as well. And you can check out my Instagram page as well. It's under DnP Studios 1, just like my Just D Show has an Instagram page also. So I want to thank those of you who have been showing support, and those of y'all from this channel that have subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's get into this good old roast, because now all of a sudden I got to go pee. So I may have to jump off camera for a few minutes and go use the bathroom. But tonight we are going to laugh our motherfucking asses off at this good old epic roast. Okay, because I got to roast No Nutz. I got to roast President grabbing by the pussy. And y'all know I got to roast these real rejects of YouTube, because it's been a while. I've been dealing with real life. speaking abundance, prosperity, healing, and dealing with health challenges that I am speaking healing over. But it's been a while since we've had a good old roast. So shout out to Miss Williams from when she told me that No Nutz got arrested. Because y'all know I've been out the loop. I have not even really been on YouTube. So I really haven't known what's been going on. But apparently, No Nutz then got arrested. I said, wow. So I need to figure out what did he get arrested for. And it just took me back to when I roasted him months ago about him impersonating, getting arrested a few years ago for impersonating an attorney. He literally had 6 clients he was representing with no law degree worth a damn. And when I looked up that case, why the fuck the judge asked him, do you feel like you're competent enough to represent yourself? Let me tell you something. Anytime a judge asks you, do you think you are competent enough to represent yourself, he's low key roasting your ass. So, shout out to that judge for that professional roast of basically saying, sir, let me get my words. Sir, I don't think you're competent enough to be, and it was a virtual, let's start there. It was a virtual hearing, y'all. So that's real bad when you're on virtual court and the judge asks you, do you think you're competent enough to sit in front of a damn camera and represent yourself? you know it'd be the sheer audacity for me that these be the type of people who have had my name in their mouth. And these are channels I don't watch, but I get feedback from people. I get feedback from y'all that go and y'all go and I guess y'all watch these channels or whatever. And people are like, oh, so and so's talking about you. I don't give a fuck. I don't, because at least I ain't never had to deal with a virtual hearing where a judge asks me, do I think I'm competent enough to represent myself? It's just I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Mr. Manchichi, no nuts so ugly. Sir, don't drop the soap, okay? Because they gonna get your motherfucking ass if you do. With that mask of a face. You know what? That just made me think about the 1990s movie, The Mask, with Jim Carrey. Because, sir, you went and got all them damn surgeries on your face, and it didn't help. I mean, it didn't at all. Not at all. Let me see what Cody said. Cody said, right, did we ever find out why this time or who he was child? I don't know. I don't know if he got arrested again for impersonating another attorney or what he did. But like I said, when Miss Williams said there's characters on YouTube, she was right, because I'm just like, it costs you nothing to be authentic. It really doesn't. It doesn't cost you a damn thing to just be yourself on this app. It's so many people on YouTube that be trying to project an image of who they're not to get people to follow them. We got all the real rejects of YouTube still in action. And the biggest troll of them all is President Grab Him by the Pussy. Let's get back to him. Because No Nuts, all I'm going to say is I love to see people getting their karma from motherfuckers who have called themselves trying to come for me on this platform. I don't know if it's true, but I heard some things about a Fisher King primate, and that would be hilarious if the shit I heard was true, especially given the fact that you did that bullshit ass live months ago that I got taken down and damn near got your channel taken down. It just amazes me how when I give my energy to myself instead of these real rejects of YouTube, how my ancestors be showing up, showing out, and handling shit for me that I don't have to even participate. People just be attracting the fuck shit into their lives and then wondering why it happened. Well, maybe you should remember the things you said and did you know, towards the high vibrational. And, you know, that might explain why certain things are occurring in your life. But yeah, a judge asking a person, do you think you are competent enough to represent yourself? That is low key that's like the judge telling you that you need to go get help. Okay. And I remember when I read that article and the judge was like, are you aware that there's a difference between being a legal secretary and actually being an attorney? How does someone who's a legal secretary take on clients with no law degree? And in your mind, you thought that it was cool to impersonate an attorney with no law degree because you thought you was that good of an actor. Sir, no, you're not. Like I said, I looked up your IMDb. You ain't never played a major role in nothing that anybody knows about. So I think you thought that maybe you could act like an attorney, and that's a whole felony, which is why your ass went to jail back then. And I think that was in like either 2021 or 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe that was just a couple of years ago. It wasn't like that was that long ago. So I'm just saying. Jalen, Grand Rising, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all make sure to hit that like button on the way in. Hit the like, share the video. When you hit the like button and you share the video and you put comments and you participate in the chat, it pushes the video up in the algorithm. So y'all be sure to handle up on that and show your support. But yeah, it was hilarious. And then she mentioned something about Tickle Betty's I2 titties. You know, it's just like these are people I don't even give my energy to. But again, I just love to hear that people's getting their damn karma. Oh, I love to see it. Well, not see it because I don't watch their channels, but I love to hear it. But the main one that I want to see start getting their karma is Mr. President grabbing by the pussy. Now, the reason I gotta roast this motherfucker is how, sir, how in the fuck do you pardon multiple men who have been convicted of sexual assaulting women and children in participating in sex trafficking? How, Sway? How the fuck you not only pardon the Romanian friend of yours, you gave a seat to the Senate for a man who was convicted of molesting children. And out your own mouth, Mr. President grabbing by the pussy, you said if Ivanka wasn't your daughter, you would date her. I think you need therapy. You know what? BetterHelp, let me put that in the chat. BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com. President grabbing by the pussy. You need to hit the link. Po little think tank. Because, you know, you are just as delusional as No Nutz. Like, for real. Anytime you can get it in your mind to say out your own fucking mouth that if your daughter wasn't your daughter, you would date her, and you are dead set on the Epstein files not getting released, you do know, sir, that them Epstein files is coming out. Like, if you ain't know, I'm telling you what I've seen in the 5D. Them Epstein files is coming out on your ass. And this whole shit with you and Diddy, again, you're in his 1998 VHS birthday party. And Oprah was in there, and Will Smith was in there, and Ellen was in there, and Russell Simmons. Everybody who either is locked up or running or done left the fucking country are all in that video. Has anybody heard from Rayford, Brandy's little brother? I haven't seen Rayford nowhere. I feel like Rayford left the country thinking that was gonna, sir. It's just, all of y'all that are connected to Diddy that have been accused of allegedly participating in this shit. When I tell you, God's gonna pull the cover off every last one of y'all. But President grabbing by the pussy, you gonna be the first one. Sir, you're not getting another term. Just so you know. You might not even, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even think you're gonna be around long enough to finish your current term. Like, I don't. I just don't see that happening. Now, it could, but I just have a feeling that you're not gonna make it to 2028, sir. And I think that somebody very close to you, actually two people very close to you, President, grab him by the pussy, they finna snitch on your ass. They finna snitch on your ass. And I can't wait to see it. I would absolutely love to have a one-on-one sit down with his daughter. I have a feeling that President grabbed him by the pussy. I think that the alleged accusations of you having allegedly participated in trafficking, molestation, and rape of minors, I think that that's probably true. And I think that your daughter probably has some secrets to tell, sir. Yeah. I feel like it's about time that your ass got roasted and flambéed, because I just don't understand how someone, you were accused of rape. The actual president has been accused of rape since the late 90s. Now, I'm going to say allegedly for the sake of YouTube, but it's not alleged. It's out there. It's public record. How, Sway? Is that why you keep pardoning other convicted rapists and molesters? Is that why? Do you just see children as, a thing to be sold and trafficked? Is that maybe why Diddy got off on the RICO and the sex trafficking charges? Because maybe, just maybe, if he got convicted, it might have exposed your ass. Y'all keep covering for each other, allegedly. But again, you can't hide from God. Just so y'all know that. It's just a matter of time before your shit comes out. And I can't wait for it to come out. That video that was on, which one was it? It was on Family Guy, I believe. That video that's been circulating on YouTube, where they basically, there's one episode where Trump is in the bed with Satan. And I think it was Saddam Hussein was like, do you want me to put the baby oil on Satan's ass for you, Trump? I mean, just right there, they're already exposing your connection to Diddy, sir. The bottles of baby oil, you're in the bed with Satan. Satan is your lover. I mean, not Family Guy, South Park. Let me correct myself. South Park been going the fuck in on your ass. South Park been roasting the fuck out your ass. And that shit was hilarious. Then the other video where he's running through the desert naked, and they show his his itty bitty, what was that old school commercial? Itty bitty yellow, like they showed his little tiny ass dick, and he's, of course this is completely AI'd, but or at least to me it looks like it's AI'd. It's a fat dude who's running butt naked through the desert, and they're saying Trump is gonna run for us, and then he strips down naked. They put his face on this fat dude, and then the fat dude lays in the desert, butt naked with his legs open, and they show a tiny, tiny little penis with eyeballs on it. I wish I could show it, but I don't, again, I don't know how YouTube will be, even though it's a YouTube fucking video, they might be on some bullshit. But yeah, that shit was hilarious, because basically South Park is exposing you for who the fuck you are. And then he trolls. He trolls every social media platform. He trolls YouTube. He trolls Facebook. He trolls Instagram. He trolls TikTok. He trolls He trolls Twitter. He trolled Twitter to the point to where he got banned before it became X, and then started his Truth Social. Who the fuck is? Ain't nobody on that bullshit. Don't nobody want to be on Truth Social. And how the fuck you a whole entire liar and got a platform called Truth Social? Sir, have several seats. Seriously, have several seats and click that link for betterhelp.com. I'm gonna need you, President Grab 'em by the pussy, to hit the link, pull little think tank, and I'm gonna need you to scroll down to where it says psychosis. You will find yourself there and get you at least 3 or 4 good therapists and life coaches. I mean, you are the president. It's not like you can't afford it. I think you need some very deep therapy, because whatever the fuck happened to you in your childhood that is making you have an affinity for teenage girls and allegedly boys, and for you to say out your own mouth that if your daughter wasn't your daughter, you would date her, and she's literally much less than half your age, there is something seriously wrong there. Very wrong. You just as nuts and delusional as no nuts trying to impersonate an attorney with no law degree, and then going and representing himself after he gets caught. Like y'all in the same boat. Hell, you should have invited his ass to Mar-a-Lago. Y'all both delusional as hell. Like, why the fuck you ain't give him a damn participation award like you did Jaguar? Why are all the delusional motherfuckers doing the same shit? I'm just saying, people pretending to be shit that they not. Motherfuckers on here bragging about awards that they didn't get from the president, and you got this nigga over here impersonating goddamn attorneys and shit. You know, all the people that have talked shit, it's not looking good for y'all. I'm gonna say that. It ain't looking good for y'all. It's not. And I just think it's hilarious. Then we have the real rejects of YouTube. The real rejects of YouTube that still troll even when I'm not on YouTube. And unfortunately, even some of the subscribers that keep trying to send me information that I'm not going to read or open because I don't care. You know, I'll roast people because it's hilarious, but I don't go to these people's platforms and watch their content because I don't care to. I got way too much shit going on in my real life. But I just find it hilarious to me that, again, all the people who had my name in their mouth in very negative ways this year and last year, all of y'all, and I mean all of y'all, are getting y'all karma. And I keep seeing several of y'all trying to come back to realign. There's no animosity for all of y'all. Y'all did the shit y'all did. It had to happen. But at the end of the day, no, there will be no realignment. I want to see every last person that did not do right by me. I want to see y'all learn from that shit. I want to see you learn from that shit. I definitely want to see you get your karma. And I still hope you heal. But some of you motherfuckers getting your karma right now, I think it's hilarious as hell. And I ain't even gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I want to know what the hell he got locked up for. I'm serious. Like, did he get locked up for impersonating an attorney, or did he get locked up for something different? Whoever got the tea, let me know, because I sure want to know. For real. Cody said, let me see. And also appointed a convicted pedophile the access to children all across the United States by being in charge of the president's school-wide fitness test. Yeah, no, that's disgusting. But like I said, you know, perverts of a feather flock together. So, of course, president, you can just grab women by the pussy, would do some fuck shit like that. That's why I'm roasting his dumb ass tonight. He said, in Family Guy, Peter goes to work for Trump and he touches Meg, and Peter and Trump get into a fight just like Peter does with the giant chicken. And Lois has a line that says, Meg, are you telling me The president of the United States is going around. I need to know what season and episode that is. I'm gonna look it up. So Lois is on there. I'm telling Meg, are you telling me the president's going around grabbing him by? Hell yeah, he going around doing that shit. Hell, he said it, and he said it so proudly. You know, you can just grab women by the pussy, okay? And then when somebody throat punches your ass for doing that shit, I bet you won't be bragging about grabbing women by the pussy no more, dumb motherfucker. Like I said, I've seen a lot of things coming. For me, very positive, but for the rest of y'all, not positive. For him, especially. Because, see, what President grabbing by the pussy keeps forgetting is that he's all of, what is he, 81, 82? Sir, you're old. You know, you at that age where most people start taking that 6-foot nap, you know, around your age. And I'm just saying, you doing a whole lot for a super, like, you know what? I'm going to add him to the geriatric real rejects of YouTube. Now, yeah, President grabbing by the pussy, you are officially a part of the geriatric real rejects of YouTube. You know, there's already so many on here. And I think it's more of the geriatric real rejects of YouTube that's on here looking for clout than the ones that are around my age. Because, you know, the old motherfuckers, ain't nobody checking for y'all. Don't nobody give a fuck about your platforms. Nobody's watching your channels unless they're old as fuck. And when it comes to President grabbing by the pussy, you know, people become famous off of controversy and drama. We've seen that. And as low vibrational and sad as fuck as that is, the current president did just that. Man led an insurrection. Now he's president. He was supposed to have gone to prison for that, but now he's president. So what that tells the next generation is that you can be a complete fuck up in every way, shape, and form. You can be in complete debt. You can be accused of rape and still become president. Because in this country, fuck ups seem to get more attention. Isn't that crazy? How the low vibrational fuck ups seem to get more attention for the drama and the controversy, which is quite honestly very sad. They're still advertising this old ass episode of College Hill with other rejects on. A lot of the characters on this show are rejects, like, for real. Oh, there goes Claudia. As I'm saying that, I look up and see her on the damn screen. Claudia. Oh, I'm going to have to roast her ass, too. See, yeah, because that commercial just popped up on my screen. Claudia. Oh my, miss, I'm a victim, and I'm only black when it's convenient. And other than that, I'm better than the rest of you niggas. You know, again, and she claimed that President grabbing by the pussy tried to grab her pussy. She said that several times. Yeah, you know, he was real aggressive and made me uncomfortable and all this and that. But in the photos, man, you look like you was kind of cozy with his ass, just like when you were sitting on the diddler's lap taking them pictures, talking about you were a fan. Fuck out of here. A fan or trying to go to the damn parties, talking about you asking Diddy where the after parties is at, but you never participated in the freak offs. Fuck out of here. Motherfuckers just be lying through their goddamn teeth. Boy, I'm telling you. What does that say? I really wish there was a way for me to disable. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to disable comments on Twitch because people just be putting bullshit in there. But yeah, you know, I wanted to get a few laughs in because I said, okay, We got Munchie, no nuts so ugly. We got no nuts getting locked up. I'm hearing that other people's platforms are being affected. Some are being taken down, which they need to be. We got the road geriatric rejects of YouTube still talking shit, and I'm not giving a fuck at all. And then we got, in real life, the president aligning with convicted rapists and pedophiles. Meanwhile, mainstream media wants everyone to be caught up in the whole Diddy shit. And the bottom line is, Diddy's not getting out of jail no time soon. Like, literally. What I saw was he spends the rest of his life in jail. And that's where he ends up spending, like, literally taking his last breath. The president, I don't know how much longer your ass is going to be drawing breath on this planet. And that is in no way or shape a threat. That is literally something I saw in the 5D. Because what people keep forgetting is that tomorrow's not promised to any of us. You can be perfectly healthy and not wake up the next day. You can be perfectly healthy and have a car accident or anything. But the treachery that has gone on since he has been president, I just have a feeling a lot of that shit's about to come to an end. So when people are like, how can he say and do this? How can he say and do that? Why are y'all surprised? Like, I really don't understand why people are so shocked and surprised. Like, you didn't see him for who he was before he got reelected. And I want to address this because I know it's some people that got in their feelings when I made the comment that I made, and Funky Dineva didn't give no fucks. And shout out to the godfather of YouTube, Funky Dineva, when he did his live, I think it was about a month ago, and it was the whole, the riots about the deportations and stuff. And what he said is true, and I'm in complete agreement with that as a melanin woman, that if the roles were reversed and it was black people going through this, especially here in Houston, I just don't think that any of the people who are so sensitive about the deportations would give a fuck about us. And I know there were some people on Instagram that got in their feelings when I talked about that, but it's the truth. President grab him by the pussy told y'all that if he got elected, he was going on a full-on mass deportation agenda. He said that shit. So it's like everybody's getting all sensitive and in their feelings. He told you exactly what he was gonna do and then did it. And it's not about, oh, so you don't care about families getting torn up. It's not about that at all. First of all, I have my 2 high school friends are Hispanic. I know people that aren't legal. It happens. It happens all the time in this country. It's not about that. But what it is about is, why are y'all acting surprised about this president when you knew he was fucked up before you voted for him? And that was my thing. It was so many different Hispanic people that were voting for him and taking pride in him. And I'm like, why? Y'all, he don't even like y'all. Just like he don't like us. I don't even understand. I'm going to be clear. I don't even understand the black people that support him. I for damn sure never understood why the fuck Jaguar was goddamn cooning for that motherfucker. Not unless motherfuckers is planning shit behind the scenes. Because for real, that shit didn't make no sense to me. Like, how are you black and supporting a man that during the 90s publicly said that he did not like blacks and Latinos? Like, he publicly said that shit. That's not alleged. And so people get in their feelings like, oh, so you don't care? Of course I care. My nieces and nephews are half Mexican. My brother-in-law is Hispanic. And he, got his citizenship. But when his family first came over to the country, they didn't come over here legally. So it's like, It's not about not caring. My babies that I help raise, they are literally half Mexican. It's not about that. The truth of the matter is, when it comes down to it, people want our community to be so, you know, enraged about what's going on to another whole group of people that we as black people know y'all would not show up for us like that at all. Like, that's just the truth. Y'all would never show up for black people like that. So I wanted to address that because I've heard, you know, from a few people that they was in their feelings, and even some people I've met in networking that took my post the wrong way when I laughed about it. I said what I laughed about is the lady on the video with Trump. Trump is literally grabbing her ass and she's screaming like she's high as fuck and not off weed. Literally screaming this man's name. I'm Hispanic and I voted for Trump. And then as soon as he started deporting, then the same lady, was all on Instagram and social media trying to gain sympathy. Well, I don't understand. He told you exactly what he was going to do. What the fuck didn't you understand? So you thought because he used you for votes that he wasn't going to start deporting people who have papers? When he told you that shit? So I don't understand people getting their feelings about it. Like, I'm just stating facts, bruh. And the thing about me is I'm never going to sit up and try to sugarcoat shit or, you know, tiptoe around subjects. I'm myself. I'm raw. I'm authentic. I'm a Scorpio, and my channel is raw and uncensored. I said what the fuck I said, and I meant it. That's what the fuck y'all got for voting for that motherfucker, and I'm not taking that shit back. You never should have voted for him. And we as black people, the same people that y'all want us to be so, you know, supporting y'all, we told y'all not to vote for him. And that's all. Even Funky, he was saying that shit. Like, he's like, it's a whole lot of Hispanic people voting for this man and he don't like y'all. And everybody was getting their feelings then. It's like, we tried to warn y'all, bruh. And really, the only ones, like I said, the only black people I know that voted for him or support him are coons. Straight up. People that are coons. Or black people who feel like they can benefit financially from, you know, the whole tax situation that he has going on for those that are more wealthy. But when it comes down to it, this president is for himself. If y'all haven't realized that by now, you definitely should. The fact that this man was lusting after his own biological daughter should have shown y'all that there's something really, really wrong with him. And then people want to sit up here and, oh, you should feel sorry for us. Nah, no, because if you supported him, I don't feel sorry for nobody that voted for him. And now, because he's following through on what the fuck he said he was going to do, everybody want to get in their feelings. Well, be in your feelings because you shouldn't have voted for him in the first place, period. And not to say that Kamala was a better candidate. To be honest, they both are horrible. And I don't even, like me personally, I don't even get into politics and shit like that. But the reality is, President grabbing by the pussy, one thing you can't say is that motherfucker doesn't follow through on what he says he's going to do. And I'm not concerned about, they're like, well, what if it was y'all? He could never, ever do that. There's way too many of us. And black folks, we not, you know, we don't have a reason to be concerned with getting deported because we literally built this country. Country is built on the backs of slaves. So it's just like, accept shit for what it is and move on. And if you are so concerned about what he's doing, make sure he doesn't get another term. Like, literally, stop supporting him. Stop giving it energy. Stop promoting him. Because even y'all constantly, like, I see the same people on Instagram that are always complaining about him and always posting about him. You're still low-key, don't even realize you're giving him energy and you are making him famous even through controversy. So it's just like, this man, trust me when I say, the shit he's done, he's going to be held accountable before he takes his last breath on this planet. Trust me when I say that. And it's going to get to a point where all these people that are covering for each other, when I tell you guys are going to expose, it's going to be to a point where they can't even cover for each other no more. Because everything that they have done collectively is coming out. And by the end of 2026, everybody involved is going to be held accountable. Because again, it's the Most High God that's doing it. It really is. It ain't, all that extra shit. Nah. Cody said, or the LGBTQ for Trump, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right, because trust me when I say, he doesn't like, this whole make America great again. That's the type of shit they were saying in the 50s and 60s during the civil rights movement. And I remember having a conversation with a former associate, and he's black, and he just always was defending Trump. I'm like, bruh, you do realize that while you dick riding for it, he don't even like you. One, he don't know you. Two, he does not care for minorities, but he has always used minorities for votes. Not just Latinos, blacks, anyone who's considered a minority, he always panders to them right before elections when he's campaigning. But in reality, he surrounds himself with, honestly, let's be honest, Caucasians. He surrounds himself with that, and Republicans. So I remember when he was trying to campaign with Waka. And I mean, I like Waka as far as him being on different, reality shows and shit. Him and Tammy were entertaining to watch. But I don't like Waka as an artist. I don't. I can't even think of a Waka Flocka Flame song that I even have ever liked. But I remember when Trump they was, in my opinion, dick riding each other, and he was all up Trump's ass, and Trump was all up his ass, and hell, for all I know, they could have actually been up each other's ass. And I was just like, why would Waka be supporting and promoting him? Well, because the amount of wealth he had, he was like, he's going to give tax breaks for the wealthy. What about everyday Americans? The ones that keep the country going, the ones who are responsible for this country. Like, those are the people that should be getting energy and attention, and unfortunately, they don't. But they definitely get used. Then it's the audacity for him to deport people, because South Park was exposing this too, that allegedly he was offering $100,000 to regular citizens to get them to hold on, let me put this on Do Not Disturb so I don't get no more notifications. He's allegedly paying regular citizens $100,000 to go work for ICE to round up people to deport. And South Park was exposing that too. So it's just like, you're using citizens against one another to deport people, and then you're saying the same people you're deporting can come back to the country on a sponsorship to work on farms to be owned and managed by the owners of the farms, which that is literally slavery. So yeah, the whole make America great again. And I said this from jump, from the moment he ran for president. I said he's literally trying to take us back decades, trying to undo all the progress that our ancestors did during the civil rights movement to make this a, conservative, whatever, his bullshit ideology of conservatism. And here's the thing, how can you talk about making the country conservative when you sat up and publicly said that you can grab women by the pussy and you are lusting after your own biological daughter and you've been accused of raping, of allegedly raping young girls. And then you sponsor and promote other men who have been convicted of doing the same. So like I said, I just had to roast him because I'm just like, this motherfucker here, boy, I'm telling you. The natural causes are real. Now, this is kind of creepy because where I'm at, I have the TV on mute, but why the fuck did BetterHelp.com just pop up on the damn TV? I swear. But for real, it's crazy to me. And it's even more crazy to me the different minorities that support this motherfucker that he don't. It's like, when are y'all going to realize he don't give a fuck about you? He will use you, absolutely, but he doesn't actually care. So it's just like, at this point, I feel like anybody would be a better candidate to run this country than him. And I don't even care for the whole Republican Democrat shit because they all work for the same team. It's just, honestly, in my opinion, just a big ass show. But I feel like anybody would be better to be in office than him. And quite honestly, I can't wait for that to happen. I really cannot wait for that to happen. Because one thing I'll say about Biden, when he was president, we weren't hearing about all these, accused and convicted rapists and child molesters and pedophiles being given authority in government and in the state to basically be around people who they have allegedly, and some not allegedly, convicted of victimizing. It's just crazy to me. So yeah, I'm waiting on God to continue to uncover all of this. Now, with that being said, I'm going to end the live because I forgot that I am using my data and I am limited on that. Cody said, more like make America white and male again. Exactly. Trying to undo all the progress, but it's too many of us for him to even actually succeed in that. All right, so for those of you, before I end the live, if anybody would like a live psychic reading, let me know. I'll allow about 5 more minutes. For those who would like to, you can send your donation to my Cash App or Venmo. With Venmo, and let me drop that in the chat. Like I said, that link I think was a huge issue, and I'm gonna drop the Venmo tag. And so if you guys do, because Jalen, I know you were trying to send it, if you guys do end up sending either a donation or wanting a reading, add me as a friend on Venmo and then you can send it that way. Cody said, D, I have something important to tell you about what my therapist said today. Okay. Do you want to share it in the chat or are you trying to come on panel? Let me see. Yeah, just let me know. Because like I said, I do want to wrap up the live because of the time. Because, yeah, this Wi-Fi has not been working well. So I'm using my data and I got to make sure that I not use too much of it. Let me see. Cody said, can I come on panel? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Give me a second to drop the link. All these people cooning for this man and supporting a whole alleged pedophile and rapist. That's never gonna make sense to me, ever. Okay, I dropped the link. Cody, jump on real quick. Oh, Oh shit, I need to charge my phone too. I don't know why going live does that. It really takes down the battery quite a bit. Okay, are you ready for me to bring you on stage? Okay. All right. Oh wait, damn it. Hold on. There we go. All right,
Hey
family,
everyone.
welcome to the panel.
I just wanted to let you know that, as you know, Mondays are my therapy days, and I told my
Yeah.
therapist, I told her about the reading we did and the message, from my dad about my mom and confirming about my mom's trauma that I suspected, and I told her, I've let it go, like I've felt so light today because I literally made that choice to just forgive her for all her abuse and neglect because and I know that there's some people, in the chat who they go through the same type of stuff with their mom or someone they love you know um and I was like, my therapist says thank you to tell you thank you because she has been trying for about 6 years, and I have been like dead fast, like, nope, I'm not ready. That's not even a consideration right now. And just with from hearing, you giving me the message from my dad, I've let go of harboring all of that pent up frustration and anger and animosity towards my mother because now I understand she didn't know any better. It was beyond her control, and she's was just a kid having kids. So, you
I'm
know.
so happy to hear
I
that.
just wanted to let you know you
Thank you
did
for
something that
sharing
my
that with
therapist
me.
and many therapists before her have never been able to do, which is to even get me to consider forgiving my mom, let alone to actually just be able to do it. And I feel so much better, so much lighter.
Yeah.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, that is a very beautiful thing to hear, because that lets me know that regardless of whoever else or doesn't support or whatever, that I'm fulfilling my spiritual purpose.
Definitely.
So I'm really, really super proud of you for taking that step to set yourself free, because that's what it's about. Forgiveness is to set yourself free and not allow that person to have power over you anymore. So, like I said, I'm really super proud of you. You can tell your therapist that I said no problem, because that's what, like we have, my channel is a blend of everything, but at my core, it is about the spiritual side of things, because that's my soul's purpose, is to fulfill God's will. So I'm really proud of you. Keep going, like keep going with your healing, keep going with the therapy, because I know that it's going to inspire the people directly in your life, and it's also going to be an inspiration for your future clients when you become the bomb ass therapist that I know you're going to become, a bomb ass psychologist. So I'm really proud of you, family. Really, really proud of
Thank
you.
you. I love you, fam.
You're welcome. Love you too, fam. All right. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. That's dope. I love that. I love, love, love to hear that. So, yeah, thank you so much, family, for sharing that. All right. Well, family, I'm going to end the live. Oh, right when I'm getting to end the live, I see Andrew. Hey, Andrew. There's my other good brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. He said, good to hear you. Do. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's what's up. Good to see you, Andrew. I haven't seen you in a minute. I know I haven't been on here as much because I've just been dealing with life and I've had a lot going on, but very happy to see you in the chat. And again, Cody, thank you for sharing that. That really makes my heart feel good. It does. That's dope. That's dope. Because it's been a lot going on in my real world. And I've had a lot of ups and downs lately and just have been dealing with so much. And there are times that I question, should I continue with my purpose? Should I continue with what I'm doing? Should I continue with my channel? And to hear that is very inspirational for me. That just really inspired me to hear. And I can hear and feel the difference, and you feeling lighter and you feeling set free as opposed to when that energy was really weighing you down. So, again, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and keep going. And family, I know that I say betterhelp.com and hit the link, pull a little tink tank, but I'm serious as hell. If you are someone who is suffering with trauma from your childhood and it still has a hold over you, or you are or have dealt with any sort of abuse, whether physical, mental, emotional, seriously, please seek therapy, because that is such a useful resource to help you in your healing. Like, I started therapy, I started grief counseling when my sis Elissa died, and her memorial's coming up actually on the 1st. And it has been an amazing resource that has aided in my healing, that has honestly helped me become who I am today. And I'm still healing. I still got stuff that I need to work on, overcoming PTSD, Graves' disease, which Graves' disease symptoms are depression, anxiety, and nervousness. Um, and the traumas that I've been through, there's a lot I'm still working through, and working with life coaches, having regular therapy sessions, even joining online support groups was and has been an amazing experience. So if you are dealing with something and you feel like you need support, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. And BetterHelp really is a good resource. And then if you want even just like, spiritual advice, hit me up on Instagram. Follow me on there so I actually get your message, because Instagram filters messages that come in from people that aren't followers, and I don't ever see them. So, I know that there's been people that were like, "Oh, I DM'd you." I don't get those DMs if you're not actually following me. So, if you want to get like a private one-on-one spiritual consultation, private session, offline, let me know. If you want to get a psychic reading offline, let me know. We can get that scheduled. But I really want to encourage everybody to continue to work on your healing, because that's what we all need. Every last one of us needs healing. There's not one person on this planet that doesn't need healing, because we've all been through something, and most of us have been through the same types of trauma, which is why we're all here together on this channel. So again, thank you, Cody, so much for sharing that. That is really, really dope, and I'm super duper proud of you. Um, yeah, yeah. Definitely glad to see Andrew in the building. He said most definitely family, mental health matters. Absolutely. And mental health is important to make sure that you're good. Andrew said overcoming childhood issues is hard. It is. And that's why having support, really does help. Um, when you can talk to people that can relate to what you've been through, and then share with each other, how you overcame it or how you're dealing with it. I highly recommend family, for real. The channeling of my dad helped me release my hostility towards my mom, for real. Yeah, and I'm really glad for that, because like I said, I didn't even know when I channel like that. It's never like, honestly, that's something that I really just recently started regularly doing without even trying to. And every time I've gotten a message from a loved one that's passed on and I've shared it, like even my second mom, I got a message from her sister, Aunt Leela, when she passed last March. And it was, I could hear Aunt Leela clear as day. And my second mom was like, "How could you possibly know that? That was from when, we were little girls." And she's like my mom's age. I said, "She gave me that message for you." And, she started to cry and was happy. And she's like, "Well, at least I know, she's definitely still with me." So, yeah, my spiritual gifts, I'm very grateful for them now that I fully accept them and understand them. And I use the gifts that I have for good. I know there's a lot of people that share, because I'm a high vibrational high priestess. There's high priestess that use their their abilities for the darker realms, and I don't. You know, I use my abilities to help people heal, and so I definitely appreciate hearing that positive feedback. And I just want people to know that this channel is a safe place. You know, a lot of us have suffered the same types of trauma. You know, a lot of us have been abused as children, a lot of us have been sexually abused. Damn near all of us are the black sheep, but like I said, the black sheep becomes the shepherd, and we can overcome the traumas that we've been through. We can overcome depression, we can overcome PTSD, we can overcome anxiety, and we can unlearn the traumas that were passed down to us, you know, from our parents and, you know, other ancestors. So, family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I got it in the live because I got to go pee really bad. I drink that water and now it is running through me. But I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Thank you, everybody that participated in the chat. Thank you, everybody who's tuning in on Rumble, and on Twitch and Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, for those who would like to support the channel, feel free to send your donations to my Cash App or Venmo. And family, for those who can, in all honesty, I really could use your support right now, especially with what I'm going through with my health challenges. I did have 2 pretty bad episodes earlier today where I was passing clots and a lot of blood. So I'm speaking healing in abundance and favor on being able to get my surgery done way sooner than January. Well, not January. The consultation is in January, but sooner than next year. And I'm speaking favor over every situation that I'm facing. I'm speaking favor over all of you. I'm speaking abundance over all of you. For those of you guys that support my channel for real, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued support. Thank you every time you guys tune in and you drop down in the chat. It really does warm my heart, and it makes me feel good to know that it doesn't matter about other people who are negative. It's about the people that do show up and support, and I really do appreciate you guys. So again, thank you for everything. And again, thank you to those who subscribed to my studio channel. That really meant a lot to me when I saw that that channel starting to grow. So that channel is what I'm using as my portfolio. And for those who need remote tech support, if you're having issues with your phone, if you're having issues with your laptop or your computer, definitely hit me up. You can DM me at DMP Studios 1 on Instagram. Let me drop that in the chat real quick, and I can get everything set up for you. Love you back, family. Thank you. I can get everything set up for you. So just shoot me a DM on there, and I'm dropping that in the chat now, because I am offering those services, and I'm actually putting together a pricing menu, and I'm going to edit that into a reel soon to promote that. Because like I said, I do more than just the editing. I do remote technical support. I offer that. And that is a service that I'm starting just completely on my own, not even like working for a company, just me doing that as a freelance. And also SEO analytics. There have been a few people I've recently met that were asking me how to start a YouTube channel. If you want information on that, I can, you can book a consultation with me. I can assist you with that as well. People that were also asking me, how did I grow my channel, and how did I get my subscribers up, as quickly as I did. So for any of those services, technical services, hit me up at DMP Studios 1 on Instagram. Shoot me a DM, and we will have a conversation, and you can book me for remote technical support, digital marketing. For those who wanted avatars, you can also hit me up on there for that. And for those who were talking to me about animation, so those are services that I am offering in addition to the new channels that I've started and all of that. So like I said, I may not be able to physically do the type of work that I did before, on my feed, but I can definitely offer online, services and the skill sets that I have. And I would love your guys' support in that, because right now, with as much blood as I've been losing, it has been really, really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a really super tough time. And I'm very concerned about what is going on. And even with that concern, every time I have an episode, I speak healing. I start speaking healing over my body and prosperity and abundance. And prosperity is not just money, prosperity is good health. So, like I said, a lot of these conditions that I have are generational curses. They are conditions that, on both sides of my family, parents, grandparents, aunt, and uncles have had to deal with. And I just believe that I can overcome all this, I can heal all of this, and that I deserve abundance. So, for those who, again, would like to show support as I'm going through this medical journey, please feel free to send any donation to my Cash App or Venmo. It is needed and it is appreciated. So, family, I love y'all. We'll be back soon. Y'all have a beautiful day.